Brought to you by Penguin.
Open Wide by Jessica Gross. Read by Alice Way. Part 1. Meeting. 1. It was on one of those unreal early summer days, the window boxes violently in bloom, that our merger began. As I walked, I ran my digital recorder as I did constantly, collecting sounds the way other people collect stamps. A bus hissed and screeched. Someone yelled, "Yo, shithead!" Playground swings creaked on their hinges. A dog retched, and a child cried out, "Tana barfed!" A woman approached, icy blonde with a face cut into impossible angles and shrouded in a pair of oversized hexagonal sunglasses. Her shapeless shift dress still revealed her tininess. As she passed, and I pointed the recorder toward the ground to pick up the clack of her derbies on the concrete, I watched her chew a wad of gum as though it had affronted her. It was too bad I couldn't hold the recorder up to her mouth. You can tell a lot about a person from the way they chew their gum. Her jaw worked in circles, her lips parted. Every so often she'd crack it against her teeth, just the way the popular girls in high school used to do it. She was probably loved. Her footsteps receded. She hadn't even looked at me. The route to the food pantry where I volunteered took me past a restaurant with sidewalk dining, where couples and girlfriends brunched with grating merriment. People squealed greetings over the clanking din of forks and knives, and one blessed diner said, "I want to eat her face." A hacking cough wafted from an open window. A teenage couple strolling hand in hand tried to kiss while walking, then laughed when they missed each other's mouths. As I watched the two of them, I regretted having made myself look as crappy as possible. I had, I admit, begun volunteering in hopes of meeting a man. Throughout my 20s, I'd tried various gambits. I'd gone to open houses for expensive apartments across downtown Manhattan. I only met one man who was single, who also repeatedly used the phrase, "right on." Reserved a seat in a movie theater next to an open spot on the aisle, hoping it would be claimed by a solo moviegoer. Brought a book to my neighborhood bar. Failing to strategize, I brought the novel I actually happened to be reading. Tessa Hadley's Late in the Day, a tender exploration of marriage, which, at the bar, 2 different women interrupted me to tell me they'd loved. On my next attempt, I instead brought a book on the history of geometry that I'd received from a coworker. An excitable older man approached me to explain that the ancient Greeks had written the first ever mathematical proofs. I knew this, as I had just read it. While these forays were unsuccessful, they made for entertaining stories at my expense. "Why don't you try crashing a funeral?" my older sister Romy asked. "I hear tons of people meet at those." I laughed along. She'd been with her husband since college. By my 30s, I had figured out that volunteering gave me the best chance yet of meeting someone kind who liked other people, qualities I'd recently decided to prioritize in a mate. And unlike fake apartment hunting, which left me feeling desolate, ladling out food at a soup kitchen or reading bedtime stories to children at a recreation center was a really nice way to spend time. For a few years, I'd hopped from one New York Cares opportunity to another. But in the early summer, I'd lucked into a gig at a food pantry not too far from where I lived. Unloading cans and packets onto the shelves had a lulling rhythm. The mostly consistent group of volunteers had a casual intimacy that I slipped into without too much difficulty. And the guests who came once we'd fully restocked the shelves became familiar to me over the weeks, lending my Sundays the pleasurable comfort of returning home. Today, I dressed ugly.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?